Okay, you guys, I had to do it. I just couldn't help myself. But I had to go and do this part of a Real Housewife of Potomac. Now, I've been watching it for, I guess, a couple of years, but I didn't really think to do a review on it. And, but yeah, now I'm ready to get into this mess. Stay tuned. Hey you guys, welcome to our channel. My name is Kourtney and my husband Eddie. Y'all already know when you don't see him here, he not on this particular review. So it's just me doing it. So for those that are new to this channel, let me tell you what this channel is all about. This channel is about Kourtney and Eddie. We do relationship topics, reviews, reactions, a whole bunch of other stuff. And yeah, I am so ready to get into this hot mess of Potomac because I've been watching it for years. And so now let's get into it. If this is your first time joining, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're watching this via Facebook, you already know what to do. Hit like as well as follow. And on all social media sites, comment down below and hit those notification bells so you can be notified whenever we pop up and do a video. Okay? All right, now. I got so much to say from old to now, so y'all can know my opinion on, first of all, the fight with Candace and Monique. Let me give you my opinion and my view on how I feel. I've not gonna say always liked Monique. I like Monique. I really do. Candace, she was always maybe on that borderline sometimes not. But for the most part, Monique, I pretty much liked it. I think in the beginning she was probably rubbed me the wrong way a couple of times. But, you know, when I follow on IG, she comments back. So she really and truly just seems a little down to earth for the most part. But yeah, never really followed Candace. Didn't really want to. Didn't want to follow her on Twitter, So she just wasn't inviting to me. But I don't dislike her per se. So when the fight went down, and Monique dragged me, still did not warrant it to me for Monique to put her hands on that girl. I think that, yeah, she did lose it, but she could have, and tell her, girl, you know, like she did when she was pregnant, you asking for it now. I need for you to stop, because if I do, just put that out there. But it still didn't warrant it. And I know people in the comments on different people's, videos or posts, and they was glad that, Candace got dragged. I don't want nobody to see, I don't want to see nobody put their hands on nobody. I don't think that's right, especially, when you just talking, you just got a lot of mouth. They didn't put their hands on you first, so why should you put your hands on them? So that's how I feel about it. Monique really turned me off. She's not my fan favorite anymore, but that's my opinion. I'm sure y'all gonna come on here and justify why she did it, but it is what it is. That's how I feel. I really truly got turned off by that. I looked at Monique in a different way, and as we can see on here, it starts off with she's going to see her therapist. She was seeing the pastor, and she was going to apologize, but I guess, Candace at that time put, a complaint or warrant out for her arrest or whatever. So she's talking to her therapist, which, what's her name? Ashley. She referred her. So she feels like the girls have been pretty much written her off. And I do think that, I want to say this. I don't like Giselle. I don't like her character on this show. I don't like her. I think she is a mean girl. I think she got her own insecurity and her own issues. And I think that she has been threatened internally with Monique. So she definitely don't like her. I think she don't like Monique because Monique is Monique. She don't have to do all this stuff for money. They got money. I think that she is jealous and envious of her. So, of course, she is the lead on really trying to rally everything around to try to get Monique off the show, or to isolate her, to get the girls to isolate her on purpose. And I think that I don't like that part. I don't like that they just isolating her and pushing her to the side like she ain't nothing. You know, she had a moment. Yeah, she messed up. Yeah, all that stuff or whatever. But I don't think that everybody should rally around Candace and just, oh my gosh, no, we're not going to be her friends. We're not going to be her friends. We're not going to be, especially when people had friendships with her. You know, I don't like the way that they do Monique. I can say that. So she feels like the girls have written her off, which they have. She feels like she has to be in defense mode, basically because the way she grew up too is just embedded in her. You know, they were the black girls. Her and her sister went to an all predominantly white school. I think they were only blacks. So she had to defend herself in that. Then when she went to the black school, because she talked, correctly, and they say, ooh, you talk white, then they will isolate her in that aspect. So she's always just been, defensive. The therapist said that you have a deep longing for deep conversation, and to connect with, other females. But she has these walls up. She's very guarded. She said, you are not inviting people into your world, and you should write Candace a letter to basically tell her how she feel. I don't think she, looking by the end, I don't think she never wrote her a letter. I think that Monique should have had a conversation with Candace, period. Whether it was off camera or just them two alone, or Candace just feel like her life is just in danger, like she can never go around that girl. And true enough, who are we to say that she's not traumatized? We don't know. I don't think Candace came from nothing like that. So she probably ain't used to fighting. So she don't know. We don't know her level of trauma. And could she be adding it on? Yeah, she could be. But who are we to say? So the producers asked, Monique, are you remorseful for your action? She said, yes, not sorry for defending myself though. I still don't know if she was defending herself in that though. I don't know if it was actually defending herself, because it looks to me like she laid a hand on her first. She said somebody put a glass in her face. It seems like from when I was watching, Candace's glass stayed like this. And then at one point, it may have gotten out of her hand. But by that time, they was tussling. So, I don't know about that. So, Ashley is talking to Michael. Y'all know Michael. Don't like that man. Don't like him. I don't like him. I wish he would just go somewhere and hide. I was hoping that Ashley and Michael would not be on the show no more. But, what they say about privilege, and that's what he got. So anyway, she's telling him that, that Juan is going to propose to Robin, and he seems to, no, I don't believe him. He seems to know some kind of information. He just upset that his boyfriend or his man crush is going to propose to a female. So, he needs to stop with all this stuff in his head. I'm not sure if him and Juan had some kind of thing going on or not, or it's just all in Micah's head. I don't know, but he needs to stop, because it's nasty. It's nasty. Now, if you want to be with a man, that's on you, but you got a wife and this man got a fiance, so stop. Go somewhere. Just old, nasty. Go somewhere. You're just too old for that. You're just too old. You freak. All that stuff should have been died. Just too old. Got a child. Who child? Anyway, let's move on to Karen is talking to... she's talking about the situation when she was in her closet with Ray, and she was talking about how she basically tried to accommodate the girls. Now, I don't agree with Karen just packing her little self and leaving that last episode. I don't agree with how she handled that. I think that she almost made herself to seem like she's guilty. Yes, you didn't want to deal with it. Yes, that you said Monique was not invited to those girls, and then you just tried to shift it, but you wasn't banking on nobody saying blah, 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 blah. So it pretty much bit you in the face. And you should have just confessed that and told them what you were trying to do. So she was trying to explain that to Ray and said, she said she was trying to explain that to Ray, and how I think she gave Monique the time of 4 and Candace the time of 6:30. Karen, I like Karen. Karen will have to be my favorite, but Karen to me is in the middle. But she needs to set boundaries and say, listen, I don't want to be in the middle. I like you. and I just don't want to be in the middle. So I'm gonna, somehow put herself out. Don't let them put you in the middle. Don't let Candace make you feel bad for still having a relationship with Monique, because what Candace trying to do is rally and just get everybody in her corner, which I don't think is fair at all. You know what I'm saying? She got to see what role she played in talking all that noise. And so now I don't think it's fair to isolate Monique. I don't, period. Robin and Warren get counseling, and Robin started crying because Warren started saying, how when he was a professional basketball player and that Robin was, sounds like, taking care of the kids, and she didn't have time for him, and he got, his emotional needs and all his other needs met somewhere else. So, they had a breakthrough moment. She said she appreciated him and stuff. Me personally, I think that Warren is only on this show because of Robin. I don't think he really wants to say much, talk much. He really don't want to be transparent. I think that he's just doing it for her. And at first, I'm not sure if they ever get married. Maybe that's just, he's trying to hold her off. Maybe that was her storyline or whatever. As far as how I feel about Robin, yeah, she really don't hold much. But I can say that she's starting to have a lot more conversations in this season. So she is getting a little bit stuff started, or defending this person, or saying this and saying that, while Giselle is living in Fantasyland. All right. So Robin has her party. Now Giselle and her friend walking in like they stepping into, was it a 70s Christmas party or something? Because they look like old ornaments or something, the kind my grandmama had, and she will keep them ornaments every year. But they was back in the 70s, but you gonna put them on that tree. So they just looked at so a mess, especially his jacket, like a mess. I just want to make note of that. Robin is talking about the incident with Karen. It's like, Robin, let it go, because first of all, you didn't put that lady in your magazine. It wasn't that because Karen, she's an older Giselle, ain't they the same age, around the same age? Come on now, stop doing that. Because she's older, her and Giselle looked at about the same with them pictures. Like, you just don't like Karen, and you didn't want to put her in the magazine. And I think that was wrong. I think that was so wrong, so shady, so unprofessional. I wouldn't buy a hat from you just because of that, because I think it was more personal than it had anything to do with the picture. That picture where she had her head down like that was perfect. You could barely see her face. What age had to do with it? You want to sell to an older line? What if you got a whole bunch of people that are the Karen age that are buy them hats? That was a dumb move. That was straight up bad marketing on every level, because you took that slap personal, and it had nothing to do with she didn't do good. Well, give her another photo. Come on now, hun. Giselle, she got that wig on, all that hair coming from there. I'm like, come on now. To be honest, all of them did basic with the pictures. Karen was no different than the rest of them. They were just basic photos. Woo, child. I was waiting to get that one out. All right, so Michael is very cringing when he's trying to compliment Warren. It's cringing to watch him. It's just cringing. It's like, it's nasty. It's nasty. Yes, it's nasty. Candace is singing. Let's take a pause for the cause. Candace is singing. I don't know if to say Karen, but Candace is trying to sing. And to me, it sounds like her voice is forced. Like, she tried to force them notes to come out. She tried to force all that stuff. It's not natural. It doesn't flow. It's not smooth to me. It's forced. Like, she took singing lessons and she trying to sing. But yeah, so people was cringing when she was singing with no music. Like, what a music, please, hurry. But soon as that music, hey, like Ashley was saying, like, even if, what she said, a person that yodels, if you put a good beat with it, it'll sound like something. So, and that's basically what it is. She had her vocals and background and music and stuff, and it made her sound a whole lot better because it washed her slap out. So, let's move on to, Warren gets up and asks Robin to marry. Regardless what Michael said, he asked. And Michael was like, he couldn't believe it. He was frantic. He was trying to be happy, but he really wasn't. Michael pretty much lost his boyfriend crush, whatever. So Karen shows up late, and I'm glad she came. I'm really glad that, maybe her story, yeah, Karen fabricates stuff. That story probably went all the way true, but I'm glad she showed up. Because if not, they would have just wanted to dog her more, So they want to isolate Karen. They want to isolate Monique, but Karen always hold her own. Come on now. She is grown. She always hold her own. And she always clap back at Giselle. I think that's why I really like Karen. She about the only one that will clap back at Giselle. Now, Monique will clap back at Giselle, but I still think that Monique desires a friendship with Giselle, which, girl, baby, bye. And just talk to the wall, because she's not nobody you want to be friends with. First lady. Karen shows up late. She explains why she was late and that they was going back and forth on, these text messages, I think, again, I know Karen was not trying to make their paths cross, because you could see how nervous she was when she was texting Candace, and she rushed Monique on out the door. So that was not true at all. She really and truly didn't want them to come at the same time, regardless if she told you 5 or whatever. Regardless, forget all of that stuff. Y'all put this lady in the middle. Stop making her choose between 2 people that she likes. Just stop. Just stop. Michael is slapped drunk. Yes, he is drunk from drunk. And he probably got drunker after one asked Robin to marry. He probably just really true just got drunk. And he was in a bad mood. Now it's coming up clear why his mood was so bad. Because he was upset that Warren is about to get married. His boyfriend, somebody he probably thought that he could have if they did. No. If he could have a relationship with. So Mike is drunk and he go to Chris because Candace and Karen and all of them, they up there talking loud, and Candace getting emotional, and she cry all the time. Y'all, that just a turn off. I just don't like it just because she cry all the time. So so Michael is drunk and he goes to Chris and say, listen, you better go there and check your wife. She getting out of control. You need to put that under control. First of all, Michael, that ain't your place. You should have shut up. That had nothing to do with you. That's girl talk. Let them handle their business. Chris at the bar doing what, talking to the other men. But you want to act like a little girl because you still mad at them because, they always calling y'all out or whatever. So I don't blame Chris. Back up off me. Now, did he have to touch him? Because they so fragile and everybody want to call the police. No, you ain't have to touch him. But you like, man, get up out my face. Get up out my face. And he pushed him up off of him. And so at that point, Ashley came to defend her man. Who touched you? Who touched you? Who put their hands on you? He did. He put his hands on me. Who did? Oh, now. Oh, Candace, and you talk about Monique. So she was just waiting to pop off. All she needed was that just to pop off. So, you talk about Candace. You talk about Monique. Now who is the one? I'm calling police. I'm going to call the police. I'm going to tell you're going to jail, brother. You're going to jail. Animated. So Michael tried to fight the staff. Ashley was so embarrassed. He didn't have, He told his wife, get your hands off me. Stop it. Don't touch me. He was being disrespectful to his wife. Now, you did that in public drunk. Imagine what you do at home drunk. Come on. Yes, you had all them affairs with women's and men's and all that stuff. Yes, you did. Look at you. Look how you act when you're drunk. In public with cameras all around. You don't care. Now let's go to as the cameras switch out of all of that foolishness going on. Robin is dancing. Now, why she keep dropping it down to the ground and picking it back up like she's a 70s stripper, I don't know. But Robin and Giselle take no, y'all, that side, y'all, I don't know what side y'all working with, but it sure ain't a good rhythm black side, because that side right there that ain't right. I don't know why Robin kept bouncing up and down, and just, I understand when people get a little tipsy and drunk and stuff. They just, Anyway, so Michael is talking to the producers and saying, why do you have them on this show? Those people are low life. They said those people are low life guys that do stuff like this. Like, why does Michael think that he's above anybody? Oh, because my restaurant this and his why does he think that's the only shot he got he can take at them? You know what I'm saying? What makes you think this? I'm moving too fast. Okay. Michael says, of course I can. You don't have a right, because producer said you don't have to you don't have a right to be back here. He said, of course I can. You don't have a right to do this. Do you own this? So now he pulling what? That privilege, that white privilege. He pulling that on out. And so, because he talking to a black girl, right? So he telling her, oh, yes, I can. You don't own none of this right here. You ain't, who is it? Bravo. You don't own this. So Ashley said, stop it, Micah. Stop that. Let these people do their job. And Michael like, no, you stop. No. So he wasn't studying Ashley. Michael said, you all are touching me. Why are you touching me? It's disgusting. But if their name was Juan or somebody or some man you was attracted to, it wouldn't be disgusting. Remember when you touched the cameraman butt? That was disgusting to him. But now these folks touching you not in the way you want them to touch you. So now, come on, Michael, let's cut all that foolishness out. It makes no sense. And so yeah, he was dealing with all of that. So Ashley was embarrassed. She started cussing him out and said, if that was me, how would you feel? I would have never did you like that or whatever. He all disheveled. I don't know if he was calling the Uber or what, but yeah, so it's embarrassing to say the least. I don't know why Bravo still has him on this show. I don't know why they would just film Ashley if y'all want to, but Michael needs to go. It'll be a hashtag that say Michael needs to go. Housewives of Potomac, Michael needs to go. Period. He needs to go. We tried to get him off. Y'all still got him on here. Y'all still got him acting a monkey. Y'all still got him acting some kind of way. Okay? So let's go on. And then to say after all of that, the next day they went to the Bahamas. And now Ashley pregnant again. I think she done had the second child. I don't know. I don't keep up. I'm not a fan of Ashley, so I don't follow her on no social media sites. Never have, because she used to always start messing with other people. Now the mess jumping back into her face. And when Robin called her out last time, or was it this? I think it was last episode, and said, well, you used to always start that mess, so you getting back what you sold. So yeah, they went to the Bahamas, and I guess that's what they do. Anyway, whoo, child. If Ashley love it, that's her. I ain't finna say I love it. That's her. So they asked, the producer asked Monique the question, what happened with the case? Has it been dropped? And she said basically that the courts found out that it was like mutual, like they was both fighting each other, and both of them had to drop their cases. But Monique said she just got embarrassed. You asked to get dragged, and I dragged you. I gave you what you wanted. And she started laughing, and it was cringe-worthy. It was very like, ha, 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 ha. It was so demonic. That's what I don't like about Monique in this fight. Instead of just taking it, you keep clapping back. Like Candace said, she liked posts, she shared them, she retweet, and she just did. I seen it when somebody said something, she retweeted that. She just keeps adding more fire to more fuel to the fire instead of just letting it go. Just let it go. Don't like nobody post. Don't say nothing. And that last part, it just wasn't necessary. So it's almost like this will always continue to be. So the reunion seems like it's gonna be popping. It's gonna have a lot of stuff going on, and we're gonna see by this book that Monique gonna pull out and calling Giselle Pastor friend, because I don't think they date. They're just no. Everybody, a lot of people just want a storyline, point blank and period. All right, you guys. So on that note, that's my thoughts and probably a lot of regurgitation of stuff I really wanted to say a long time ago from what went on yesterday. But we'll see how this reunion goes. So hopefully I'll get back and do a review on that. So on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Y'all already know my staple. Make sure that you subscribe. If you hadn't already, make sure that you like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and on all social media sites and Twitter. Comment down below, and I will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to do what? Go with God and let God go with you. Deuces.